Much love and appreciation to those of you who have been with me for the 2 year period plus that I've been doing this. Thank you for showing your love and support to the channel. And to anybody else who is brand new to the platform and you would like to support the channel, also, you can do it by way of Patreon, Anchor, the clothing store, and also the shoe shop that is listed in the comment description below. And again, thank you to any and all of you guys who have been here to support this channel during the 2+ year period. I wouldn't be able to do what I do every single day without you.
The educated women, the women with their businesses, instead of leveling themselves up, and now they're going after our base. So this is why I said too, we gotta stop birthing black kids and birth some mixed kids, because now they taking our babies. They taking our babies at 18, 19, 21. And I'm happy to hear that 24-year-old girl that said that, no, I'm dating outside of my race, because they coming after you now. Because they know we're not going for the women in their 30s and 40s. We woke up. We don't want them anymore. So now they taking our babies away from us. 40, 50-year-old men are going after our 20-year-old babies. So I just want to ask that girl to you, the 24-year-old. I wish my daughters, they would have listened to me, but they just wouldn't listen. Maybe one day they'll wake up. I'm trying to, get my granddaughter prepared. She's 11. And yes, I shouldn't be talking to her about, but I do talk to her about and tell her, when you grow up, you need to get you a white husband because you're a dark skin. My granddaughter is a little darker than me. I tell her that you are on the darker side. You may have some problems when you grow up, so, don't just be looking at black men as your only option, and she's 11 years old. And I don't care who gets mad at it. So
go girl.
Andrew,
hard facts.
You and Crystalline, y'all got to keep making strides, because these black men, y'all woke up a little too late. You should have got Tommy Sotomayor in order 10 years ago. You should have got O'Shea Duke Jackson or the Man of Spirit, Mr. Magic, whatever his name is, fantastic. You should have got all of them together 10 years. It's too late now. The women with money, like me, Leandria, Deborah, the women with money, we don't know. We taking our money somewhere else now. And what's going to happen to the community now? So, let the white women have y'all. Just continue to date out. Go to the white women.
So basically in this video, what you were able to hear is a older black woman who was a grandmother. More than likely she's single. She has no prospects out there that are, in a sense, looking directly for her and at her at this moment in time. You can clearly hear that in the tone of her voice. So her main complaint is that the older guys that are around her age are looking at women who are in their 20s, right? And the way that she wanted to dress it up is she was like, these 40 and these 50-year-old men, they're going after our babies. They're going after our babies. Now, notice how she's trying to frame this as if older guys are, in a sense, going for women who are not even legal. Pay very close attention to how it is that she is trying to frame this throughout the whole conversation, right? And then later on, she stated that she was, that black women need to, protect, those children, and that she was also stating that black women need to stop birthing, right, black children and start birthing mixed children. Do you see a problem with that? I mean, I see a problem with that, but I'm wondering if anybody else who is listening to this, coming from a black woman, sees a problem with this, right? And then later on, she stated that, I guess somewhere before her conversation, that there was a 24-year-old woman that she wanted to give all praise to, due to the fact that she stated that she's not looking for, I guess, black men, that she is looking for men other than black. Right. And then she went to a further extent and she said that she was talking to her 11-year-old granddaughter and telling her that she doesn't need to look for black men. She needs to be, trying to get anything else but. And then how she stated, um, the somebody else, or maybe it was along the same lines as the grandchild, not sure, but she was basically stating that to the woman, or the individual that is darker complected, that you need to seek out somebody who is not black. You need to get yourself a white man due to the fact that you're on the darker spectrum. You are darker complected. You have a lot of melanin in your skin, and it's dangerous out here for you. So don't let black men be the only men that you're out here looking for, right? And then she wanted to further go into, I guess, some of the black men, a few, because like I said, this is what normally happens when people want to talk a certain type of way about black men. They want to pick out a certain section of black men that they have a disagreement with their opinion and the things that they're stating, and they want to use that as the main framework, right? So she was basically stating that she has a problem with Tommy Sotomayor. She stated that she has a problem with O'Shea Du Jackson, and I guess another fellow by the name of Mr. Magic, or what have you. And she was stating that black men should have gotten them together 10 years ago, right? As if to say that if black men would have had a conversation with those guys 10 years ago, then everything right now with black women would have just been a-okay, right? As if those guys are the main causation as to why it is that black men and black women seemingly have issues. And it's not, because before YouTube even existed, before any of these social media platforms existed, there's always been issues between black men and black women. But the key part that I want people to take away and pay attention to is usually whenever you hear a black woman speaking negatively about black men, they'll talk about their experiences. They'll list, oh, well, all I've done is dated black men and this is how I've gotten treated. All I've done is married black men and this is how I've gotten treated. All I've done is love black men and this is how I've gotten treated. That's not what she stated. She didn't list a negative experience that she personally had as for the reason, or to give a justification as to why it is that she's trying to push all of these other young black women away from black men. She's not doing that. She's not doing that at all. All you basically hear is the sadness and the bitterness and the fact that she's not getting selected by the men of her age range, that she is being overlooked and left behind by the men in her age range, and they're going for younger women. Now, the funniest thing is, this same woman isn't talking about how a lot of older black women are going for younger black men, how they're dealing with young black men who are 18, 20, 25, going into their 30s. She's not listing that, right? Because that's the quote unquote Stella getting her groove back. So whatever black women want to sit up there and do with younger black men is completely fine. I guess she doesn't have any sons. I guess she doesn't have any grandsons, right? So I guess she's not really worried about that. But due to the fact that, in a sense, if you look at the black community and you look at the issues in between young black girls and older black women, there's an issue there. Not saying that's with all of them, but there is an issue there. Now, you've had YouTubers, you've had women on TikTok and so on. They've talked about, especially the younger ones, they've talked about why is it that older black women are trying to be in competition with younger black women, because realistically everybody has their range that they can sit up there and go for. Because if you don't believe that there's competition, look at how some of the older black women are trying to dress and compete with the younger black women out here. Look at the hairstyles, look at the makeup, Look at them still being in the clubs at certain ages. Look at them getting their bodies done in order to be able to compete and be in the same light or in the same line as the younger black women. So, like I said before, just this one clip that you were able to hear, there's a whole host of issues and a whole host of problems that are there. And the main ones that are leading the charge and that are the causations of a lot of the things that I've talked about are the black women that run these platforms and the ones that are also calling in to a lot of these platforms as well to spread this type of information to the black women and the younger black women that are listening to this as well.